was trying to click accept, and it wasn't clicking. I mean, physically, the trackpad was clicking, but it wasn't going, and then suddenly it went.
I wanted to make sure you were really sure.
That I want to take this call?
Yeah.
I see. You really sure that you want to record today? You have to work for it. Work for it, fatty. Wow, my computers are incredibly mean.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yowza.
Hey, Cody.
Yes.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you, sir.
Sitting there on the treadmill this morning doing my fast walk.
Fast
My mom
walk.
texted me that.
Oh, God, that's adorable.
I was like, oh shit, I forgot that was even today.
It is May the 4th, sir.
What a nerd.
A lot of Star Wars stuff on sale today.
Is there?
Yep.
Like what?
Legos, action figures, video games, movies, comic books, books, collectibles. There's even new stuff. There's new shirts on the Roosevelts because they're also celebrating the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't looked at Roosevelt's in a long time. How do you even spell Roosevelt?
If you put in, was it RSL? RSVLT? I don't remember. Hold on. They shorten it so you can get to it faster, but then I never remember what it is. RSVLTS.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so you got a bunch of stuff on there for the Star Wars celebrations.
How much did you buy?
I haven't bought anything yet because, like,
What?
there's so much I want to buy, but like,
These shirts are like right up your alley.
Oh yeah, I love these shirts. But the problem is they're mildly expensive.
Oh yeah, $70 for a shirt.
Yeah, they're nice shirts though.
Best Car Steel shirt. Come on now.
Yeah,
it's pretty dope.
It's pretty rad. There's a where is the one? Nope, that's the wrong screen. Why isn't this? Oh, that stuff doesn't launch until 4 hours from now. But where's the man? This app sometimes is not kosher to get around in quickly. Anyways, there's a Star Wars shirt that has a bunch of like of the different starships, and they look like they're connecting by like lines and stuff. It's pretty cool.
That's cute. Oh, they sell drink koozies now.
They sell a bunch of stuff: hats, shirts, shorts, regular T-shirts.
They're really branching out here.
Yeah, they have a lot of brands too, like not I have sunglasses too. They have like a Big League Chew one. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of
thing?
Apparently. They do stuff with different bands, wrestling, obviously, because I have two of them. Yep. But yeah, they do. There's even Garfield ones. Holy moly, that is a very unsettling shirt.
What is?
Can you see it?
Oh, hold on, sorry. Oh, where's my window?
I don't know.
There it is. Oh yeah, that's a whole lot of Garfield eyes.
Yikes on that one. Anyhow, so yeah, there's there's Star Wars stuff on sale.
That's cool.
Yep.
Too bad I'm not really looking to buy Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, that's the problem too. Is like you kind of like you really need to like want to buy those things.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, do you know the Santa Clauses series is getting a season 2, and they added Tracy Morgan as the Easter Bunny?
I I didn't even know that they finished season 1.
Yeah, season 1 was last Christmas.
Well, good for them.
Yeah. Tracy Morgan as the Easter Bunny, huh?
That's going to be inappropriate.
Yeah, they're gonna have to edit that a lot, or like get his handler to calm him down sometimes.
It's going to be pretty weird, yeah. Where am I looking?
Nope.
No?
I didn't have anything saved, apparently. Nothing worth noting.
Yeah, there's only a couple things that I pulled up here. Sigourney Weaver says that she's done with Alien. The Alien series, I should say. This is an article from Kotaku. Basically, I don't remember who she was doing an interview with. I could read through the article, but it just essentially boiled down to she was apparently like all pumped up to do the Neill Blomkamp Alien movie.
She should have been.
That went nowhere, and apparently pretty much after that she's just like, yeah, I'm kind of done with that series now. So sucks in a way, but I definitely can understand it. And it seems like as a whole the series is moving away from her anyway. I think we still have that FX series that are they still. It's been a while since I've even heard of anything from that.
Yeah, they're still doing the thing. The one by
slow ass production of that. I thought there was one more thing that they were doing for Alien. Okay, yeah. So the Alien franchise will carry on without Weaver as Ripley in the form of a new movie by Evil Dead and Don't Breathe director Fede Alvarez.
Yeah,
I think that's how you pronounce it. As well as a prequel FX TV series from Fargo showrunner Noah Hawley.
Yeah.
On Alien Day, April 26, Alvarez teased the fans with an image of a facehugger coiled around a clapperboard, on his Twitter account. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Alvarez's Alien movie will be a standalone film centered around children living in a distant space colony as they fight off a xenomorph. Hawley's Alien TV show, which began shooting this January. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just a vapor show right now. Okay. Is a pretty cool story about how the first xenomorph arrived on Earth in 2083, according to Deadline. Time will tell whether these new alien projects will wipe away the weird aftertaste that Prometheus and Alien Covenant left in fans' mouths. So, there's that.
Yeah, I knew they started the filming in January, and then I saw the picture that you were talking about, the facehugger on the clapperboard, which is the little thing they use to sync up audio and video. Mm-hmm. For people who don't know.
It is a pretty cool picture.
Yeah.
Because it looks like a classic hallway from like Hadley's Hope or the Alien Isolation game. Just like a classic hallway from that genre, that the series.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
Yeah,
that dude. So Fede Alvarez, for the folks who don't know, did the 2015 reboot thingy of Evil Dead, the one that's a lot more.
The box cutter.
Yeah, the box cutter one, a lot more visceral and gory than like even the Sam Raimi ones, even with like the spraying of blood and blah blah blah. It was more horror based and slasher based. So we probably should expect quite a bit of that from his movie, which should be pretty exciting.
I am excited by that. Give me a hard R Alien then.
Yeah, dude, hard R for sure.
Yeah.
If it's not, then they definitely did not let him do his thing.
The fact that I didn't know that it was going to be a group of kids going up against a xenomorph makes it even more terrifying. Because are they going to kill children then?
Hell yeah!
Just straight kill children? Are we going to have like little child egg, chest burst scenes?
Dude, if we get a child with a chest burster, I'm going to be so excited. I'm just saying, like, kids are fair game. I'm sorry, but like, the alien don't got morals. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, oh, it's a child. It's not the Predator.
It's about time they start dying in movies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Equal, man.
And that's what happened in the latest Evil Dead movie, right?
Hell yeah, dude! That kid got his arm ripped off and kicked down a hallway. It was awesome. See, the thing is, though, like, they did it tactfully because it was off camera until you see his dead body, which is armless, of course, bleeding out in the hallway. And then you realize, well, that kid died hard. And then his older brother choked on a human eyeball. So, like...
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, spoiler alerts, by the way. I guess I should have said that first. Not that it matters. They're just side characters. They're just cannon fodder at that point. They're not even, like, part of the story. They just happen to be people living in the apartment.
You're spoiling the story, but still.
Yeah.
It's just weird choked on somebody's eyeball. Gross.
Yeah, so the Deadite, just to tell you what happens, the Deadite literally chews a guy's eyeball out and then spits it into the kid's mouth from, like, across the hall. It's pretty rad.
The fuck?
Yeah, the movie's fucked up, dude. I'm telling you, it's awesome.
I'll wait for it to come out on, I don't know, something, so I can watch it at home.
So you can be terrified at home.
Yeah, exactly.
Turn on the lights, middle of the day.
Put my weighted blanket on top of me.
Don't let the bad ones in.
Get a Coke and some popcorn.
Some Coke and some popcorn.
Coke and popcorn. What else do I got here? Another, not really that much to it. Apparently, after the success of Aliens: The Way of the Water, a lead talk of Alita Battle Angel 2 may actually happen now.
Yep.
Wasn't much more to the article beyond that from Inverse. Just that, let's see, Lando confirmed that talks were underway with director Robert Rodriguez and star Rosa Salazar, both likely to return. I thoroughly enjoyed the first movie and have been waiting for a sequel for it.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you and I obviously saw that in the theaters together with some pretty tremendously terrible 3D. But not the movies. No, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me give some detail of it. The 3D in the movie is not terrible. Something happened with the settings of the projector at the movie theater we went to.
I do remember.
And the 3D was like,
movie, it just stopped.
Yeah, like they knew they fucked up something because like we saw the trailer for Beauty and the Beast, I think it was, and it was Aladdin, and the 3D was like super fucked, like it was like almost backwards. It was very bizarre, and we were like, "What the hell's going on?" And we're watching Alita Battle Angel, and all of a sudden, like the 3D kind of goes away, and we're like, all right, well, that's cool, I guess. I didn't want to watch this in 3D, even though I paid for it and was wearing goofy glasses.
Well, they did fix it, and we did end up watching it in 3D, if I recall right.
Yeah, the last half.
Either way, I also bought it in 3D, so I could literally go to my shelf and go watch it right now in 3D. I wouldn't, because I don't have time to do that type of stuff. Yeah, I could.
You could. I'd have to like hook up some kind of 3D movie player thingy to my only 3D TV and then watch it in my bedroom because that's where my 3D TV's at.
Don't you have your Xbox? Not the series.
Oh, the
one?
Oh, I guess that does 3D, right? I could put that in the bedroom.
3D.
Yeah, I can do that in the bedroom. Yeah, the Xbox One X.
One X, there we go.
Yep. I do have that. It's sitting somewhere in this room with me. Oh, it's right in front of me. I forgot. I have it over here. Because I was going to hook it up to this TV that's in here and play video games if I wanted to in here. But then I'd have to like sit back and my head be back. And I'm like, I'd rather just be comfortable and play video games on my OLED.
There you go. You can sit there and use that to watch 3D movies.
Yeah.
Buy all the 3D movies.
I have a bunch.
I have a bunch too. I think I actually found my Captain America one.
Oh, shit.
Apparently it was in... I say think because I haven't actually gone through it. My parents have been going through their attic, or not their attic, but in their garage they had like a a shelf up there just full of boxes, and they've been going through all that stuff to get rid of stuff. And every time they run across something of mine, they're like, here you go, here's your stuff, and I'm like, fuck, god damn it, a box of crap that I have to go through. And then I opened up one, and I was like, oh my god, it's a bunch of Blu-rays in here. I wonder if my Captain America First Avenger 3D is in this box somewhere. It has to be, because there's so many Blu-rays in that box. So many.
Well, that's good though. I mean, you reunited with some of your physical media.
Yeah, I know, right? Only the 3D stuff is the stuff that I care about. Because obviously there's no 3D streaming service.
Nah. I did see a thing, speaking of Evil Dead, when we were looking at getting tickets. Or no, I'm sorry. I was online and somewhere. Anyways, the drummer from Coheed and Cambria posted that he's going to go see it, and he took a picture. He was at the Alamo Draft House, and this was in somewhere in New York where he lives. And it was odd because their posters are there, and then they do a cool thing where they put the pricing of the movies right below the poster. But that mentioned a price for 3D and 35 millimeter.
Really?
And I was like, that movie is available in 3D. I can't find it anywhere in 3D. Not even listed at the Alamo Draft Houses. So I think that's just a generic sign they have.
I was going to say, that's got to be just we keep that up all the time. It's weird to me that they even have that, because you would think not even from movie to movie you would charge different prices. But then again, it's been a long time since I've been to an Alamo Draft House. Yeah,
I think it's just the type of the presentation of the movie was different. They did show matinee times and things like that, obviously, because certain times of the day it's cheaper or whatever. But I was like, dude, can you imagine? Because at that point I'd already seen Evil Dead, and I was like, bro, that movie would be gnarly in 3D. I don't think I'd be able to handle that in 3D.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Right.
There's a scene involving a wine glass. Don't like that. Don't like that.
Imagine. I can only imagine.
Oh, you can't. What they do with that thing is not what you expect. Gnarly.
I wonder if Avatar: The Way of Water is coming out in 3D.
It's a good question, Joe. I know it hits Disney Plus soonish, right?
Actually, I have no idea about that either. It's really weird that I still see 3D movies trickle out here and there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it has been a while, but I think I actually saw there was a 3D release of Dune.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, that'd be wild.
I wanted to buy it. I just haven't.
That should be wild in the theaters, though. Can you imagine that? Oof.
Because wasn't it released in 3D in the theaters?
I don't remember. We saw it on Cine One, so I don't know.
Yeah, and they don't
do the 3Ds in that.
3D Blu-ray. Yeah, there it is. I can get it on Amazon for $30. Oh, it's actually on sale, $22.13.
Oh shit! On sale, Joe. You know what that means?
It means it's on sale.
It means you should buy it.
It means I should buy it.
Yep, that's what that means.
I mean, if anything, if I'm going to buy it, I think they also offer one of those, ultra packs where it's the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray plus 3D plus digital copy.
That all-encompassing thingy.
Yeah. But when was this released on Blu-ray?
I've been 2021, right?
What was that?
2021, wasn't it? Well,
I have no idea how time works anymore, man.
The end of 2021. Maybe the Blu-ray was released in 2022.
Yep, release date January 11th, 2022.
Yeah.
So last year we got a 3D movie. 3D Blu-ray movie, an actual legit one. So it's like I'm saying, it's weird that they don't sell the TVs anymore. At least in North America. I don't
Yeah.
know if they still are popular in any other country. It could be one of those weird things where like 3D is still popular in like Europe or something, and so they still release those TVs over there, which would be awesome. I'd go buy it. European TV, new European TV to watch new 3D Blu-ray movies.
Yeah. It's weird. Well, I know. I mean, I know why they still release movies in 3D because people still own 3D TVs. You and I are two of those people.
Definitely, but there's always a time that they just cut things off. And
Yeah.
You have to believe it's probably not that profitable for them to actually print them.
Yeah, I mean, physical media alone is a dying thing in general.
Exactly.
But like I do know, like they'll keep. I mean, 3D movies will be a thing. Actually, no, I can see them dying out pretty quickly. Actually, I was gonna say they could be a thing as long as like there's collectors, but there's not enough out there to actually care. Because there are people who just buy physical media to have them.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't buy. Like they've seen the movie already. They're like, oh, I really like that movie. I'll own a copy of it. And then they never rewatch it. And they just like want to collect. I'm like, I don't. What? Like I used to buy a ton of physical media. You know that.
Yeah, I remember those Sundays where you would just have a stack of shit just ready to go.
Yeah, because it was on sale.
It was all new release on Sundays.
Well, Tuesdays was new release. Sale
Tuesday
stuff was on
new
Sunday.
Release, but yeah.
Yeah. So and the thing was like, I would watch all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like my brother and I would we would sit down, we would watch whatever we got that week, like all the time. But like these people, like there's people out there that like they collect the like steel boxes and they don't ever open them. They just put them on a shelf.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I'm like, you're not buying a statue, like a figurine. Right. You're buying a movie. You're buying something like, why don't you just buy like a box then? Like, why are you spending the money? Like you could. I'm like, I don't understand why you're spending $30 to $35 on something you're never going to utilize other than sit on a shelf somewhere. That it's only important to you.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, fine. I mean, it's important to you. I get it. But, like, you're not even utilizing what it is. You're just like, oh, cool. Here it is. I don't know. I don't get it.
I'm on a website called Blu-ray.com.
Mm-hmm.
And it's listing new 3D Blu-ray reviews. Jurassic World Dominion got a 3D release.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So that's like this past year again.
Yeah.
Apparently Doctor Who had a 3D movie release.
What?
Doctor Who Dark Water / Death in Heaven.
Oh, that sounds violent.
And apparently they're doing an Ultimate Chills collection for Paranormal Activity, and one of them lists a 3D Blu-ray.
Yeah, there was one of them that was in 3D. So one with the portal in the kid's bedroom.
Ghost Dimension?
Yeah, that's the one.
That was like the second to last one.
Yeah. I think that was the one that because they came back to like present day or something like that.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that. Let's see, I do remember seeing it in 3D, I think, or somehow seeing 3D like a trailer. I don't remember now. It's so wild to me.
It is bonkers to think that like we used to strive to go see the 3D ones too. Like, oh, this in 3D, we'll go this time or whatever.
Spider-Man No Way Home got a 3D release.
Oh, Jesus, I'd probably throw up during that movie.
Sounds like a good time to me.
Good Lord.
There's like a lot of low budget. Well, I say low budget. Like I don't really know the names of a lot of this stuff that's being released. Hugo 3D, Prison Girls 3D. That it says 1972.
Yeah.
So yeah, it sounded bad. Well, it still could be bad, I guess.
Probably is.
What's the synopsis for this movie? Where is it? Doesn't look like there is one. Thanks, Blu-ray.com. You failed me.
Booyah.
Oh, yeah, it says, no synopsis for Prison Girls 3D.
They want you to be surprised, Joe, of how terrible that movie is.
Yeah. Jumanji 2 film collector 4K plus 3D.
Yeah,
Godzilla
buddy.
vs. Kong 3D. That was all released in 2021, though. Anyway, that's cool. It's pretty cool that I can still watch 3D stuff.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Cody.
Joe.
What?
Joe.
What?
Hey, did you watch that Dune Part 2 trailer?
I did watch that Dune Part 2 trailer multiple times.
Yeah, man. It didn't have much in it, but man, it was exciting to watch.
Yeah, it was. You actually get to see him ride one of the sandworms.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty dope.
And they showed
I can't wait.
creepy bald Elvis
Yeah, right?
with his alabaster skin. Didn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, I could have gone away from having that fucking nightmare fuel in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever, right?
Now, if I recall right, this just covers like the second half of the first book, right?
Yeah. So this is literally finishing the first book because the first book is so goddamn dense and full of shit.
Just wanted to make sure that I didn't have to like try and read. What is it? Children of Dune, I think is the second book. Before this comes out, because I don't think I'd ever finish it before this comes out.
Is that the second one, or is it Dune Messiah?
Oh, maybe it was Dune Messiah. You're right. That does.
Let's look it up real quick.
Dune books.
Dune franchise.
Yeah, you're right. Dune Messiah.
Yeah.
Children of Dune was the fourth book, it looks like. Or no, third book. No, wait. Hold on. Everything's out of order. Thanks, Google.
Yeah.
Unless that is the chronological order of them, but...
Dune Messiah was released in 1969. A third novel called Children of Dune was published in 1976. Oh, that's a cool little fact. Children of Dune became the first hardcover bestseller ever in the science fiction field.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's wild. But yeah, trailer was really cool. Like you said, doesn't really give a whole lot.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were gonna show us the time jump, if they were gonna obviously they're gonna have to do. Well, they don't have to do it. But if you,
I think there is an obvious time jump that's happened here.
Yeah, no, because if you remember in the book, a certain somebody has a baby,
right?
Who's 6 or something by the time the events of the book happen. Or the end of the book happen. Because even in the book, there's a legit time jump. There's not even hey, this is what happens in his ears. It's literally he jumps to it, and he's like, by the way, this is happening, and this is happening, and this person has a kid, and these people have kids, and you're like, fuck did you just say?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's that trailer was dope. That's what I'm trying to get at. But I was wondering if they were going to show some of it, but I don't know how far they're gonna go with the I mean, he wants to be pretty accurate to the book, so I'm guessing they're going to, but it's gonna be wild because clearly things have changed from the end of the first movie to where we saw this one at, but they don't really don't explain a whole lot in it, so I'm like, oh, I wonder when we're going to get the time jump. Is it going to start at the time jump? Are we going to see a little bit of movie first, and then we're going to have the time jump? We can do a whole SpongeBob thing 6 years later.
6 years later. I imagine that's probably the best way to go.
SpongeBob it right there in the middle?
Well, they might have a little bit where they are catching you up from previous, not a recap, but just a little bit there, and then 6 years later, and then that's the rest of the movie. Or I guess they could just be like 6 years later, or just really start the movie off and just intertwine like flashbacks. I don't know. Yeah, I guess they could do a bunch of stuff. But I definitely think there is a time jump that happens there.
Yeah.
It does look like it.
Yeah, because things have changed quite a bit. But whatever.
Yeah. The only
Um,
other thing that I have here is you see that Sylvester Stallone is set to reboot Cliffhanger.
yeah, like I don't know, man. Like when I first saw it, or when I first heard about this, like I don't know, I saw something about like a week and a half ago or something, and they were talking about a sequel, and I was like,
how do you do a sequel to Cliffhanger?
I was like, what do you need to, what are you sequelizing? Is it just another adventure of a dude who drops his girlfriend or whatever, or wife or partner, or I can't remember. It's been forever since I've seen the movie.
Raccoon? I don't remember either.
No, that was the different movie.
Was Ace Ventura?
Yes, there's Ace Ventura when nature calls. But yeah, I don't know. I was like, all right, I guess if you reboot it, it's fine. But like, what are you really gonna do that's gonna shock people?
I don't know either. Like, I have the similar feeling to it, where where I read it and I was like, oh, that's cool, and then just wasn't even thinking about sequel because immediately they say reboot, but it's essentially the same movie, and it's starring Sylvester Stallone. So, is it really a reboot then? Because to me, for a reboot would be like, oh, you're going to put another actor in there and whatnot. But no, this legit says that Sylvester Stallone is going to be reprising his role.
So the traumatic event happens to someone else while he sits there and watches? Like, how's that work out?
No, I'm pretty sure
It's just him again?
it's just him again.
What the fuck? That makes no sense to me.
Let me see if I can find it in the article where it directly says it. Because the first sentence is just Sylvester Stallone is ready to scale new heights with a reboot of his 1993 action thriller Cliffhanger. So Rick Roman Waugh, I think that's how you pronounce the dude's last name, who helmed the action movies Angel Has Fallen and Greenland, is set to direct the feature, which will see Stallone reprise his role as a mountain climber and rescue ranger, Gabe Walker. The reboot has a script by Mark Bianculli, a writer consulting producer on Amazon series Hunters. So it's him. He's reprising his role, but somehow this is a reboot.
Okay.
Then it kind of gives a little bit of synopsis of the first movie. And that's about it.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. Why reboot a movie you've already been in?
Also,
just make a sequel at that point.
Yeah, I don't understand how. He's just gonna be an old dude trying to hold people up on a rope. That's why the person fell, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying Stallone's a weak man, but he's old and he can
the last picture I saw, he's kind of out of shape, but knowing him, he could just hop back into the gym and get back into a decent enough shape to be able to do the movie. But it's just, I don't know, it just strikes me as weird that just make a sequel. You could be like what Die Hard with a Vengeance did, was just like, maybe it's not his, because I actually don't really remember how the end of Cliffhanger ended. It didn't end on a cliffhanger, I know that. So I don't remember if all the bad guys die, go to jail, or whatnot. But you could literally just, if they all died, you'd be like, oh, my evil brother is now evil as well, doing evil stuff. And maybe is coming for him as revenge or something. I don't know. Or even do something else. He gets caught up in another thing. It doesn't have to be a heist movie or an action movie as such.
Yeah, I don't know. That hurts my brain.
But yeah, just the fact that it says it's a reboot is just like, I don't understand why you're rebooting it. You're going to tell the exact same story. Are you going to bring back what's his name? John Leguizamo? No, not John Leguizamo. Who was the villain in Cliffhanger?
Was it Michael Rooker?
No, it wasn't Michael Rooker.
Wasn't Michael Rooker in that movie?
He might have been in the movie, but it was the dude from that Alien movie, that Alien TV show with the family.
Oh, it was John Lithgow.
John Lithgow.
Who was Michael Rooker in that movie?
We're gonna find out in a second if I know how to spell Cliffhanger.
Little do you know. Oh, it was his best friend.
Tucker.
It was his best friend, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, he's one of the other mountain rangers. Why do I think he was the bad guy in that movie for some reason?
I have no idea. I didn't even realize he was in that movie because I knew that John Lithgow, even though I couldn't remember his name, was the main bad guy. Oh, Adonis Davis was in this movie? That's awesome. He played the commander of SG-1.
Yeah. There's a lot of people in this movie that
base
do.
Commander.
Man, I haven't seen this movie in a long time. The movie's 30 years old, so, I mean, Jesus.
Right?
Rex Lynn. Oh, yeah.
Who, what?
Oh, yeah.
What the hell are you looking at?
Me?
Yeah, you said Rex Lynn. Who's that?
I'm looking at the cast.
Oh, I just see top cast.
You're on IMDb.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm on IMDb.
Yeah. No, I don't go there because that shit's out of order all the time. Now, plays Richard Travers, a U.S. Treasury agent who was a double agent working for Quinlan or whatever his name is.
I think it was Quinlan, yeah. There he is. I see it.
I just think the name Rex Lynn sounds fucking dope.
Yeah, it does.
Right? It's like, whoa, damn. You sound important. Oh, I'm not. Well, no, but you sound important.
Sound important. That's the important part.
Wasn't there like a huge helicopter crash or something at the end?
I believe there was a helicopter crash, yes.
Like he hooked him with something and it dragged the helicopter into the mountain or something?
That does sound right. I'm going to see if I can find the ending on YouTube. Cliff. Ending.
Yeah. Uses a winch cable to tether the helicopter to a steel ladder up the cliff's face. Hal arrives, helps by shooting down the helicopter. Ladder snaps, leaves Gabe and Quaylen, I think it's Quaylen, I don't know, atop the wreckage of the helicopter hanging in the cables. Yeah. And the cables break and it falls or whatever.
Yep.
I do remember that. I was like, in my brain, I'm like, wasn't it like a helicopter? And then like he snared it somehow, and then like they slammed it in the side of the mountain or something.
Yeah, Stallone's character had like a bag of money, it looked like, and was supposed to throw it into the helicopter, but throws it into the blades, and then for some reason Lithgow just starts, who's piloting the helicopter, starts just spinning around. At that time, then Stallone hooks it to a metal ladder that's anchored to the side of the mountain, and then eventually now it's pulling the ladder off the mountain, but probably eventually fall in a second here. Yep, there it goes.
Yeah.
Early 80s special effects.
Early 80s, sir?
Sorry, 90s. Early 90s.
There you go.
Meant to say 90s.
There you go.
And bam, into the side of the mountain. No explosion, though. That's a pretty tough helicopter.
Yeah. It blows up after the cable snaps, the wreckage falls, and it blows up, right?
Probably, yeah, because you have to have the final fight between Lithgow and Stallone.
Yeah, it's not much of a fight, I'll tell you right now. Spoiler alert for a 30-year-old movie.
I now remember playing the video game version of this.
Ew.
Yeah, that's
Why?
about right.
Why?
Because I could rent it.
Oh, I was about to say because you could rent it because that's back in the day when you rented video games. People were like, oh yeah,
You never actually owned any of this shit. You just like rented this
yeah.
shit.
Like I never owned the Lion King game, but I did rent it.
The hell out of that game.
And fuck that game.
Yeah, I remember getting real good at like the first 3 levels or something like that, and then that 4th level was just, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, he says.
Fuck you. There's a lot of old games like that, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I guess I'll quit this because otherwise I'm just going to sit there and watch the ending of that movie.
I'm going to watch
that
all
is
of
all I actually had for this week. There was nothing else that I saw.
Nah, news-wise this week was fucking hot garbage. The only other thing, I mean, that's not even fucking big news, but in June they're actually gonna have a Starfield Direct. It follows the what would have been the E3 conference that Xbox would have, because they're not going to E3 because E3 has now been canceled because nobody was fucking going to it.
Right.
They're doing that in June, and then directly following that, they're gonna have a standalone showcase just for Starfield, where they're gonna give us more stuff about it and things.
That's cool.
So that's one of the big things. And then I don't know if Joe knows this or not, but this weekend Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 comes out.
I was slightly aware that it was releasing soon.
It is tonight is when it releases.
Tonight, you say?
Yep. And if you were inclined, not that I would do this because it's a long time sitting in the movies, and Joe obviously works today, so I can't actually ask him to go. But they're doing a Guardians marathon at some of the Harkins.
It'd be fun, but no.
Yeah. So just call it to work, Joe. It's fine.
Just call it to work?
Yeah, it's fine. No one will ever know that I talked you into it.
That's true. No one would ever know.
Exactly. It's not like this is being recorded and put on the internet for public, usage.
Right.
I did see a really funny story, and this makes me laugh. I don't know if you'll get humor out of this as well.
Okay.
Like how toys a lot of times will spoil things from movies?
Yes.
Bro, I saw one of the dumbest people ever talk about spoilers for a movie.
Okay.
So, Little Mermaid is coming out, right?
Yep.
Okay. It's a live-action remake of the 19 whatever fucking movie.
95 Disney movie or something like that.
Yeah, whatever fucking year that came out. Anyhow, this person, I'm not going to say anything more about what they are, but other than stupid. It was like, hey, the toys are spoiling the fact that Ursula gets legs. Bitch, what? Have you never seen the movie? She realizes she's about to lose the deal she made with Ariel, so she transforms herself into a human and entices Prince Eric, so he would fall in love with her. The whole fucking end of the movie is their marriage that Ariel has to try to stop. Bro, what? Yeah. Next you're going to tell me that, oh, yeah, it's too bad that fucking King Atlantis gets turned into a poor, unfortunate soul.
Right?
Bro,
because
what?
It does.
Bro, what? She's like, yeah, the toys show her Ursula with human legs. I was like, oh, you're the kind of dumb that thinks north is up.
Fair.
Oh my god, dude.
Like, it's an old ass movie that they're remaking. It's not a spoiler.
Bro, I was like, what? I was like, right now you could go watch what happens on Disney Plus if you really wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you this. Go halfway through the movie. It'll explain everything.
Mm-hmm.
I was so mad. I was like, I don't think so. I don't think so. But, who am I to say that you're not stupid? Because you are. Oh,
that's still up there with the explain the ending YouTube videos.
oh, dude, there's already explain the endings of Guardians Volume 3 videos on YouTube.
What's there probably to explain? I don't get it.
Also, who outside of media people have seen the movie?
Right.
How are you explaining it if no one's fucking seen it?
So you'd have to be breaking an NDA more than likely in order to talk about it.
But not just that. I think the embargo's probably gone up because reviews have hit. But like also, who are you explaining this to? Shouldn't you just change that to spoiling the end of Guardians Volume 3? Because you're not explaining anything other than to other media people who are seeing the movie.
That's going to be my new YouTube channel. It's going to be like 3-second long clips where I just spoil the endings of movies. It's going to be like Sixth Sense. He was a ghost. Duh. End of video.
He was dead the whole time.
He was dead the whole time. End of video.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, oh, yeah, in that one movie, yeah, they were on a nature preserve. Boom. There's no monsters. They're in modern day. Turns out Zatoichi wasn't actually blind. Sorry, I didn't want to go like super far away from like normal pop culture. Because there's a movie called Zatoichi the Blind Swordsman. Turns out he ain't blind. He just closes his eyes and he's that goddamn good at being a swordsman. But when it comes down to it, he pops them peepers open. He's like, "What's up, dogs?" But then they don't actually tell you he can see. They just make it think you can see. So maybe he actually is blind. I don't know. Maybe that's not a spoiler and I'm dumb. I don't know. There was something else. Oh, that's what I was saying. Did you watch the Gran Turismo trailer?
I did watch the Gran Turismo trailer. I have mixed feelings about it. Watching it, I totally forgot that it was a Neill Blomkamp movie.
Yeah,
so
as you should.
Across the screen, I was like, oh, that's why this looks really good. Like,
yeah.
Like, cinematically looks good. But then it's just like watching the races looks really good. The transitions of from video game to real life and back and forth is really phenomenal. But then just sitting there and going, no, this is about a kid, getting a chance to race in whatever in the Gran Turismo. I really don't care.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where I'm like, I'm not gonna go see this in the theater. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm sorry, David Harbour and all the people involved.
Yeah, right. David Harbour looks awesome, in this.
But it's like I don't have enough interest in this movie other than the fact that people who made it are in it. But I didn't see any Sharlto Copley, so I'm already kind of not sold on it.
Right, he's in all of Neil's movies.
Yeah, so I might as well be in this one. But the reason two reasons I bring it up. One, I wanted to know what you thought of the trailer because the trailer it looks gorgeous.
It looks gorgeous.
I'm just not interested in seeing a kid go from playing video games playing video games to becoming a professional driver. Other than the fact I'll watch it when it comes out at one point. But apparently Neil has finished the script for District 10.
Ooh, nice.
He didn't give any more info. He said he's finished the story for District 10 and is working on script stuff and things like that. And I was like,
I'm so happy about that.
I was like, wait, what? Is this going to happen? He does have another movie he's working on called Into the Inferno? Is that what it's called? Hold on.
I'm not sure. I'm actually looking up Sharlto Copley because I don't know what the last thing he's done.
He was in something not too long ago.
God damn fucking ad. Fuck you.
I can't type apparently. There we go.
I went to go click on, because IMDb has upcoming for some reason minimized, so I went to go click it to expand it to see what he's got coming up, and a fucking Verizon ad just popped right up.
Hell yeah.
Desert Warriors in production, Boy Kills World, and Monkey Man all in, well, the first one's in production, the last two are in post-production right now. I have no idea what those are. Oh, he's in Russian Doll, the TV series.
Was he in that?
Apparently, it says he was. Plays a name that I'm not. I'm gonna butcher this. Cesar
God bless you.
Carrera.
Sure.
Anyway,
Anyways, I don't know
Alright.
where I lost. I don't know where I read that article at. I don't know where it's at because it's not in my history. But yeah, he's another movie. It's based on it's real life events again, but it's based on an oil refinery explosion or something.
okay.
I don't remember. Hold on, let's see if I can find it. Into the Inferno, and I think it's about the Oh, I did not spell Inferno right. That's embarrassing. Oh yeah, no, I did. Haha, I didn't space the in Inferno. Anyways, so it's basically about like the firefighter people who like go in to save people or something. So it's like Backdraft, but like an oil refinery or something. I don't know.
There is a movie already out, 2016, called Into the Inferno.
I don't remember.
But it was
Man.
directed by Werner Herzog.
Definitely not.
Written by him, stars him.
I don't know, man.
Let's just see if we can find Neill Blomkamp. Thanks. Thanks, Google. It did that thing where... Oh, it's because it's two L's. I forgot about that. It did that thing where it like pulls up what you're looking for, but then it goes away because you kept typing.
Oh yeah, I love that.
According to IMDb, he's got 3 upcoming. God, fuck you, Verizon ads. Gran Turismo, Off the Grid, and They Found Us. Oh, Off the Grid is the video game.
Yeah.
Demonic. It doesn't actually list any other movie.
Man, hold on, I gotta try to find where the fuck I saw this at.
They Found Us is in development. That is during a camping trip in Utah wilderness to heal their broken relationship. A father and daughter must fight against a hostile extraterrestrial life form to prevent their abduction
Hell yeah.
to an unknown and terrifying alien world.
Yeah.
You had me at camping trip.
That was a weird thing to get on board with, but I get it, I guess.
Yeah. You know?
Remember how cool Elysium was that nobody liked?
Dude, I loved Elysium.
Elysium was so fucking cool.
Enjoy it. Like, to me, he hasn't made a bad movie. Because I know how people shit on Chappie as well, and I still thoroughly enjoyed Chappie.
Yeah, man. I do not know where I fucking saw that thing at.
I don't know either.
Maybe he's producing it or something?
fever
I
dream.
don't know, man. It could have been. Who knows?
Does IMDb list any, let's see, producer credits, director, previous, writer? No, the last thing it lists as writer is Demonic.
That movie's fucking weird, too.
Yeah, the only one of his movies that I haven't seen yet.
It's a cool watch, but it's fucking weird.
God City, yeah, that was one of his shorts. Visual effects, Yellow. No, I haven't seen that. I don't know what that is. Oh, that was 2006. That's like his, like... Excuse me?
What?
No, he's listed as a 3D animator on Stargate SG-1.
Yeah, that's where you gotta start, bud.
I'm so happy right now. He should have just stayed on. He could have made the visual effects for that show so much better for so cheap.
It's true. I think it's where he learned a lot of the stuff and moved forward to other stuff.
Yeah, how to do things for very cheap, because let's just get it straight. Those VFX were cheap.
Oh, I just got rock hard.
Why?
Neill Blomkamp desperately wants to make a Metroid movie.
He needs to be given this stuff.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
He should have just done the Alien movie. He should have done the Halo movie. I totally forgot about that until I saw this right there. He should have just given everybody the middle finger and said, I'm going to go make my own Halo with Master Chief and hookers and blow.
That's fair.
Like, seriously. You should have just pulled was that James Gunn, who was supposed to do a Star Wars movie, and they said, nah, we're going to pull it. So he just said, yeah, fuck you, I'm going to go do my own Star Wars movie, but it's just not a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? Can I have this, though?
I hope so.
Like, what?
He could just go out and make his own, like, mashup of Halo / Metroid, too. They're kind of a similar thing.
Yeah, a person in a suit kills things?
Yeah, exactly. Kills aliens.
Yeah, buddy.
Done.
I don't know. I don't know where I read this at.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I'm just seeing a lot of stuff for Gran Turismo now. If I type in Neill Blomkamp Inferno.
Maybe. I didn't go that far.
Oh, it's just called Inferno.
Oh, is it called Inferno?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm not...
So Neill Blomkamp prepping sci-fi thriller Inferno.
Okay. Sci-fi thriller. Okay, I didn't know it was... I thought it was based on real facts. Maybe I was incorrect with reading that then.
With Taylor Kitsch set to play a cop who encounters extraterrestrial activity in the New Mexico desert.
Oh, is that what that one is? I did read the wrong one then.
Yeah, so South African filmmaker who made major Oscar-nominated splash with his 2009. God, 2009. Wow.
Yeah, all right.
Directorial debut, District 9, is prepping a sci-fi thriller Inferno with Taylor Kitsch attached to star and production expected to commence in early 2020. Wow. When was this article posted?
I don't know. Apparently it's not going to happen, though.
October 24th, 2019, according to The Hollywood Reporter.
So maybe that's one of the other ones that shut down when everyone fucking decided they wanted to be a bunch of dicks and not give him stuff.
Probably.
Like, I don't know if he pissed somebody off. Like, I don't know what. Or he's like, hey, look what I did. I'm better than you.
Well, I think for one, a lot of his films, like he had the smash hit with District 9. And while we have liked pretty much every movie that he has done after that, they haven't been exactly critically acclaimed movies. He's been able to do them because somehow he knows how to do fantastic fucking visuals for such a small budget, so he basically does them himself. But like what I wonder, if I looked up Rotten Tomatoes, can I just like see all of his movies?
I mean, probably.
And just see what the scores of the movies are. Come on, don't fail me, IMDb. There we go. Yeah, so District 9 has a tomato meter of 90% with an audience score of 82. Elysium has a tomato meter of 64% with an audience score of 58. Chappie is 32% with an audience score of 56%. Demonic is 13% with an audience score of 19%. So he had the one big movie that shot him to stardom and then hasn't been able to recreate that magic, at least in scores wise, ever since.
Yeah.
So I can understand why production companies are, we know that they like to make money, so they just want to do the easy thing that makes them money. That's why we see, tons of Marvel movies and whatnot now, and you have those people, you have those complaints like we don't really see anything original anymore, and that's just because studios don't want to try and gamble on something that they don't think is going to be a smash hit and make them a lot of money back. So I think, unfortunately, that's why we don't see anything. I was actually thinking about this, similar to this, yesterday, I think it was, or the day before. Why we haven't seen a Josh Trank movie after Fantastic Four either. Another great director, or at least seemingly great director, who did Now I'm spacing out on the movie that he was big for. Chronicle.
Good job, buddy.
He was given Fantastic Four. Granted, it wasn't the best movie ever, but it was still visually good and whatnot. But that tanked, and so we really haven't seen him do anything either.
Yeah, he did Capone, the movie with Tom Hardy.
Okay.
In 2020. And that's about it.
And that's about it.
Yep.
So I really think why we don't see a whole lot of Neill Blomkamp stuff is because he basically has to go out and get everything done himself. So all of these are like passion projects for him. Studios don't want to give him a property because they don't think that he could probably do it well enough to get a lot of money from. But I think he does. I think he does have the ability to do this stuff.
I believe he does as well. But you and I, sir, don't have billions of dollars to spend on him making movies.
God, I wish.
Yeah, me too. I wish I had $1 billion, but
$1 billion in general, I'd invest in so much stuff.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'd invest in people.
Exactly.
Like Neill Blomkamp.
Be like, go make your dreams, sir.
What do we need to buy them rights to this?
Yeah.
Also, I would just be like, hey, I'm going to give you 10 mil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go make something that's totally you.
That'd be a really interesting thing for somebody to do. You just have something where you're like, here's $10 million. This is your budget. You have to release something. You're not going to get more. Go make your dream with $10 million.
Even if you use that $10 million to earn more money, I want you to make something with that $10 million.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you're making something with that $10 million. Just go make something. A movie, a play, something. It'd be very interesting.
It's true. I think that's everything.
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, cool. All right, well, that's the end of it. Joe hung up, so I don't know what happened there. He thought he was closing a window, and he closed. Anyways, that's it for this week's episode of Comes Naturally. We have been Joe. I have been Cody, and as usual, you fuckers just came naturally.